Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. Hey, everybody, welcome to the chat room. So we're gonna go ahead and get this popping in the new form we got going on here. Watch this shit. Watch this. Watch this shit. Watch this. Oh
Oh,
crap! I muted
cool.
it. There we go.
I don't hear anything.
Wait, you got wait. Oh crap! Too fast. There you go. You don't hear anything? That's on you.
Oh, okay. So it's on me. Okay.
It's on you. Yeah. All right, yeah. So this is character clash. It's a new thing. It's this. I got stings now. I got stings now. Okay.
Steams.
I got stings.
Well, hello.
Hey, bro. You hear us? Can you hear us?
Yep.
All right. So here it goes. Character clash. I want y'all opinion on this. Okay. This is the first official character clash with the background music. I had to make it a good one. Okay. So it's two college teams. Okay, playing off against each other in the multiverse of movie magic. All right. On one side, you got Bobby Boucher from the Waterboys team. And on the other side, you got Forrest, University of Alabama, whatever team it was, their football team against each other. Bob Boucher versus Forrest Gump. Does Forrest Gump juke Bobby and get past him? Or does Bobby just floor Forrest? What y'all think? That's the first character clash.
Oh wow.
I want to know what y'all think.
I might have to go with Bobby. Bobby was going fed. Bobby
All
was
right.
going fed. I have to go Bobby. I mean,
All
but
right.
it's so hard because
It is tough.
Forrest was dusting they ass, but all of those defenders was not Bobby Boucher.
That's
I
true.
will say that.
That's
All
true.
of those defenders, they were not Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher was not playing.
Yeah, Bobby was the best sack though. That boy. Just
Yeah, exactly. He would
Yeah,
get your
I would give it to Bobby Boucher as well because Forrest never. To me, Forrest was absent-mindedly good. Like he was kind of like a whatever. Like he didn't have to put much effort into it. To me, it's a Vegeta versus Goku situation, right? Like so, not Vegeta versus Goku, Frieza versus Goku situation. Like in my mind,
who was Freezer?
in my mind, Forrest is Frieza because he kind of like I didn't have to train really. I didn't have to practice. You know what I'm saying? I'm just good at it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Whereas Bobby had to practice, he had to sneak out from his mama to do it. He had to come up with, mental technique, Captain Insano. He had to imagine people. So he had tactics to make him hone his skills. So I'm giving to Bobby because the same way Goku had to train up to be Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving to Bobby for that reason. I think we all consensus Bob Boucher
Yeah,
is
Bobby
right
did.
for the
You're right.
throne.
Bobby trained. We don't. They never showed a montage of Forrest Gump playing, training for football, but we knew that he could
No,
catch and then he could, just. So yeah, it probably goes to Bobby Boucher. It
this is
goes to Bobby.
my second thing right here. I like this one.
But Bobby also had the ability to read an offense. That he did.
Yeah, exactly. And Forrest was just running. He's getting the ball, just running in the now. So
Yeah, Bobby
Yeah.
wait.
Bobby.
Listen. I like it. You hear it, Chuck?
I can't hear nothing.
Eric, do you hear it?
Do I hear what?
I'm gonna go with
It's
no.
not just me.
Okay, well I'm hoping that if people at home can hear it.
No, I'm gonna go. You might as well forego that one, bro. Nobody hear
Let me
it.
see. Let me tune into the y'all stop talking.
Cause I can't hear it. I'm like, you like, see. I'm like, no. Cause I can't hear it. I'm like, see. I'm like, no.
Okay, all right. It is just okay. So there's no audio going to the stream, so it ain't.
Aha!
Screw you. Whatever. They can read it though. This is Shepherd's choice. Okay, and Shepherd's choice for today
Oh God, is never anything good.
All right, you've been isekai'd, all right? You've been isekai'd. Okay?
Okay.
And you can either wake up a criminal in Gotham City with Batman actively chasing you, or you can wake up in the Marvel Universe as a mutant with Signals actively chasing you. What do you pick? Now, I want to preface this. I want to preface this real quick. You are not a supervillain, and you are not an X-Man. You are just a mutant, and you are a regular criminal.
No, here's the problem. Here's the problem. With both scenarios, you're getting checked. It's not a question. Batman pursues regulars as much as he pursues Batman. Here's the crazy thing about Batman, and this is unique.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes cops throw away little fish. Batman don't throw away shit. He don't throw away shit.
You at least coming out with a concussion, if anything. So,
bro, he'll throw away shit. So, and the X-Men, and you know what? This choice reminds me of that comic on X-Men. What is it? Ultimate X-Men, and it shows this guy just trying to run from the Sentinel, and he gets blasted, and you know he got like a dog with him. He just on his little trod or whatever he's doing, and the Sentinel just comes out of the sky and blasts him for no reason. I think I hear it now.
No, I'm adding this music because we ain't got no.
So I'm gonna take my chances with Batman.
Are you serious,
bro?
I'm with Batman. I'm with Eric on that Batman. That's the choice, bro.
At least I can attempt to fight Batman. You can't even fight a damn Sentinel. What kind of?
And I'm not an X-Man. I'm not an X-Man. Oh, come on, bro. Come up off it. Like, no.
What kind of powers do I have as a mutant, bro?
See, I know, and it depends on that too. And I bet it ain't gonna be nothing useful. I mean, hell, Beast didn't have any powers that could really fight a Sentinel.
He was just smart as fuck.
Right. I mean, he was maneuverable. But see, and I bet you that's why they put him in that season. Because if you notice, Eric, on that first season, he was in jail the whole time. So they were like, we really can't put him in anything because he's already gonna get jacked up. And they took out every person that was an X-Man could actually fight a Sentinel on the first season. Everybody else was just like, good luck.
Right.
Like, Worf got bodied first episode. Beast in jail. First episode. Wolverine can handle a Sentinel. Cyclops could. Jean could use her mind tricks. Rogue could, so everybody has some sort of skill that could actually go toe to toe with a Sentinel. Even Jubilee.
That's my point right there. What kind of skill do I have to combat a damn Sentinel?
I'm just saying. I don't know. It's So y'all say y'all ready Batman. I'm be honest.
Yeah, because with Batman, at least I'm just gonna go to jail. With a Sentinel, I'm gonna die prejudiciously at that. And there's no question. They're like, I'm guilty by association.
Exactly.
I can see. Okay, I can see the logic.
Because with Batman, at least I'm getting 3 hots in a cot. I'm like, hey, yeah, I didn't kill anybody, but I did jaywalk. So like, hey.
All right, okay, I'm with y'all. Batman is the right. All right, the last one. This is the last warm-up conversation.
Mount Nerdmore.
Mount Nerdmore. Okay, so here's the premise of this is I'm gonna give you a prompt, and you gotta give me like the same way they got the 4 presidents of Mount Rushmore. You gotta give me the 4
orders of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing right now. Because Eric's here, I feel like we should make it anime focused. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, give me the Mount Nerdmore of all anime, from the first anime to current. What are the 4 anime protagonists' face you put on this thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
you got
right. All right. All
Uh,
right.
Like this, and are we? So, do you want it to be unbiased?
No, it's whatever you
No.
pick. It's what you decide. It's your choices.
So you're gonna put each one for each one of ours? So you're just gonna be like, you know.
Yeah, everybody gets a 4.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna put the picture up there though. Okay, I see what you're
Hell
saying.
no,
Okay.
I ain't got time to actively. This is a video. I ain't got to actively edit this.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm thinking he gonna do this for both of us. That's really dope. Like that's a lot of work though.
Right.
Okay, Eric, you go first. You know anime better than I do.
No, y'all give me your 4.
Okay. Well, man, characters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So wait. So I'm gonna say you put. I mean, you can just name the anime. You don't have to put the character for the anime. Your favorite character for the anime. Just say the anime name because I know your favorite character from Naruto ain't Naruto. So just you say Naruto, just put Naruto. Don't say Sasuke represent. You know what I'm saying? Just for this one, the faces are words of the anime. It's just gonna be words across the head face.
Okay. Well, I like Naruto, but I like Shippuden. Shippuden is
Okay, so
top-notch.
Naruto Shippuden, not regular Naruto. Okay, I get that because I would say Dragon Ball Z and not Dragon Ball.
Right. The second iteration is always
Yeah, so
better.
I'll give you. Well, not always, but yeah, I'll give you that.
I want to say, man, I really like My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Does it have to be like a like TV episodes, or can I go for a movie?
Mhm.
I mean, as long as you represent the anime in its general, like all of it, My Hero can be My Hero. You talking about the My Hero movie?
No, well, if I can name movies, then I'm gonna have to start over.
Or you talking about different movies? A
Princess
different movie anime altogether.
Mononoke. Princess Mononoke first. Naruto Shippuden second. And you said 4, right?
That's rough. Yeah, 4. You got 4. So Naruto.
Okay.
Well, you said Princess Mononoke, Naruto.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna reevaluate my list. I think a bit.
Oh, Inuyasha and Bleach. Sorry, bro. The old ones. I'm sorry.
You breaking
bro.
up? What's the third one?
The
What's the third one?
The third one was Inuyasha,
I thought you being funny.
and the fourth one, the last one.
Okay.
The fourth one. No, listen. The fourth one, Bleach.
Like you said, the third one's Inuyasha and the fourth one's Bleach. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Chip. I think Chip. I think me and your list gonna be pretty similar. I think.
It might not. It might not.
Okay,
But of course, Ghost in the Shell. Of course. Dragon Ball Z is one. Goku. Sorry, it's the cornerstone of my never give up character kind of thing. Like it's the cornerstone. This is where it gets weird. Gundam Wing
Gundam is a good. Oh, that's a good choice. I didn't even think about Gundam.
Duo Maxwell. Duo is my favorite character in Gundam Wing.
It don't have to be the person. Just to.
Okay, Gundam Wing. Well, Gundam Wing.
We don't have to be the.
All
right.
And this is what's gonna be. You're gonna be like, wow, I forgot all about that. Robotech. I'm a sucker.
No, I figured Robotech is gonna be on your. I think Robotech is gonna be on your list.
And the last one, and this is where you're gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Ghost in the Shell. Like I just started watching it again.
Ghost in the Shell is really good. It's really
I'm
good.
not knocking it for being good, but really?
Yeah. Standalone complex. If you watch it from the front to back, it's pretty dope. Like,
But, you know what?
my problem with Ghost in the Shell movies, and this is my theory. You can't tell a Ghost in the Shell movie. You can't tell the story because it's all exposition, all of it. Whereas the show, you actually get to see the case unfold episode by episode, and it's a better long form than it is short form. The movies are so short that they throw exposition at you like at lightning speed, and you can't tell if it's exposition or theory. You know what I'm saying? So, but with the show, like one episode in Ghost in the Shell, there's this giant robot that's like going it's like it's destroying all this military technology and all this stuff, and you're thinking like it's just a something going haywire. But what happened was that they downloaded some dead guy's brain into the robot, and he's just trying to go back home. And I'm like, ooh, that was deep. So you can't tell that in one movie. It's too much, lines gotta be lit up. So it's better long form than it is short form.
Okay, I know your list is a very tech focused. Eric's list was a little bit more magical. I'm gonna say magic. Yeah, a lot more magic and stuff in there. Because it was Bleach, Princess Mononoke, Naruto Shippuden. Yeah, it was a little bit more magic and like kung fu focused. Split the difference in y'all. All right, my first two. Yeah, the first two. And not in order, but just the first two. I'm get out the way. Of course, I'm putting Dragon Ball Z on the list because I feel like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is the linchpin of all Shonen Jump. So without Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, there's no Shonen Jump. No, there's no Yu Yu Hakusho. There's no My Hero. There's no Naruto. There's no Bleach. There's no.
It brought the West into anime. It was just one of the things. The cornerstones that brought the West into anime.
There's no One Piece. There's none of that stuff. So that's the first thing. So that gets that out the way. So that handles to me because that represents everything below it. Two. Okay. Either one of y'all said master disrespectful. Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah.
You gotta give your flowers to Sailor Moon, the first female led. Well, maybe it's more than another one. First female, but the biggest female one that pretty much everybody knows. Sailor Moon gotta be up there, representing the girls. Three, I'm gonna give you Gundam because Gundam Wing was a big deal.
Yeah.
And four, because I feel like this is the grandfather of what I call the fucked up animes. Akira. And I'll admit that because of the movies. I didn't think about anime movies, but Akira to me represented that post-apocalyptic anime trend, where the world ended.
Yeah.
Neo, was it? Yeah, Neo, what's it called?
Tokyo.
That whole cyberpunk. It kind of was we started the cyberpunk anime trend that ended up being like in everything else after it, So gotta give it to Akira or Akira, whatever you want to say. But that's my my list. So
okay.
Guys, if you're just joining us, thank you. I'm not sure if anybody's watching, I don't know, but I'm just acting like you are. Welcome to the chat room, the best podcast you've never heard of. Today we're gonna be going with some few news topics. So let's go ahead and get that going.
Oh boy.
I figured out a way so y'all can hear the music because I work really hard on this stuff. So I want eventually y'all going to I'm gonna do it in a way so y'all can hear my music I work so hard on. Let's start with Pedro Pascal. So this is who everyone's saying to play Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four movie. Now, Eric, you know who that is, right? Eric, you there? Oh, why he muted? Oh, he muted himself.
My bad. Okay. Yeah, my bad.
You good?
Yes,
I know what it is, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's being tapped to play Reed Richards. Now I'm gonna say this. I think of that as stunt casting. He's popular. Mandalorian was a hit. He's already working for Disney. Then The Last of Us came out. It was a hit. He's known for being a father figure. Let's go ahead and he's not put him in the hot seat.
I swear I was just thinking it.
I'm gonna say this: the best MCU choices, acting wise, have not been the characters, the actors who have already been hot. Everybody who has
I see what you're saying now.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
It was a comeback story. It was a comeback story for Robert Downey Jr. Chris Hemsworth was relatively unknown. Chris Evans, he had his. I mean, everything he was in was considered like a.
I mean, he was Johnny Storm, so you like.
Everything before that was considered a flop. So I said, Eric Bana was like, not Eric Bana. Oh my God, Mark Ruffalo was a pretty good, but he didn't have his own movie, so I'm not counting him. And see, I feel like the bigger name people were like backup characters. So like Samuel Jackson was Nick Fury, but Nick Fury wasn't talking about getting his own project for a long time, So I feel like, Tom Holland was relatively unknown. Don Cheadle, big actor, but he was the backdrop character. Gwyneth Paltrow, backdrop character. I feel like this is a mistake. Not because he's a bad actor. I feel like they should give it to a no-name person just so it can have the same level of freshness to it. Because he's coming in, they're going to expect Last of Us, Mandalorian level.
Oh, and that tone. Fantastic Four does not lend itself to that tone. Jesus, no.
Well, not only that tone, but it's also like you're already setting a standard of we want this up here. We want to be up here, and if you bring this level to it, they're not gonna blame the actor. They're gonna blame, hey boo boo. They're gonna blame the writing. They're gonna blame the MCU like they've been doing for the Marvels and all the other crap. So that's my opinion on it.
Let me ask you this question: do you think they're grasping at straws, hoping to get star power to get them back up?
You said what?
Do you think they're grasping at straws, hoping to get star power to get them back up?
Yeah, I think they try to ride. Come on, boo boo, it's okay. You okay? I think that's another thing. They're trying to win over the populace by bringing in everybody's favorite internet dad. It's like, like us, we bringing in your favorite people to do stuff. Hey, boo boo. Hey, you okay? Okay, lay down. Come on. Okay. My boo boo. Eric, you got any thoughts? What you think? Oh, my head's in.
I kind of agree. Hopefully, he brings a certain level of a different dynamic to read. Because I ain't even gonna front to you. I kind of like the first read of the Fantastic. I forgot which movie it was.
I love
first got
Long Grufford.
Yes.
Bro. He was the best. He was perfect.
He was actually good. He was good. Bad movie. Good actor.
No, the only thing wrong with the original Fantastic Four casting was Doom and Sue. That was the only thing wrong. And the writing. And the writing was bad. But other than that,
the writing was
everybody else, Reed, the Thing, and the Human Torch were perfect. I couldn't do without Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba wouldn't do it for me. But, that's the only way she wasn't doing it for me. But other than that. But, yeah, that one didn't work. But, Long Grufford was perfect for Reed. It was just the writing was bad.
Yeah, it was bad writing. It was bad writing.
I don't
very bad writing.
I don't necessarily think. I don't think this is.
Damn. You know what's sad is that it's like Pedro Pascal has the look to me. He could do it. It's just like the thing about Fantastic Four though. It's not a solo written movie. It's not a solo written story. You have 4 different characters, and every character has to have an arc or something that makes them dynamic.
It's not Iron Man. That's a good.
He takes up most of it. He chews up the scene wherever he's at.
It's more like Guardians of the Galaxy, where the team is important and the chemistry of the team is important. Yeah, baby. What's wrong, boo boo? Here you go. Yeah. You welcome. You okay? Okay. Yeah. The team dynamic is important. Now this you asked me about this, bro. Oh,
Yeah, what did that person say? You said something about somebody said
everything frees up. Yeah, Zachary Levy, whatever his name is.
Zachary Levy takes playful.
He takes playful nepo bro swipe at DC actor Sean Gunn. So, you know who Sean Gunn is? Sean Gunn?
The name's familiar.
Okay, so Yondu's second in command in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Oh, you mean the one who sounds like this?
Yeah, him. He is James Gunn's real life brother.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So, Sean Gunn is still in the DC universe. He's gonna be Calendar Man in the upcoming Batman movie or something. And it was a set photo of him. And Zachary Levi said, let's see where he says it. Let's see. What did he say? He said something.
Says something about nepotism.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said something about pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's easy to keep your job when your brother's running everything. The way he said something like that.
Okay. Here's my opinion.
Here you go. Listen, when your brother's the guy who runs DC, I guess you get to play who you want.
I'm sorry. So what it sounds like to me, and I don't know the guns that well and all that. You know, I like Guardians of the Galaxies. I really have a problem. I like Guardians of the Galaxy overall, but I'm sorry. Even Sam Raimi put his brothers in movies. He put his brother in movies with him. I mean, it's kind of a thing. If you got it and your brother's adjacently known in that, what Chris Pratt did a movie
listen. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt did a show. I forgot the name of it. It was about a Navy SEAL. But the guy Sean Gunn was in that, and I don't think his brother had anything to do with that. So I mean, the guy his whenever he performs, he gives off like this weaselly but kind of guy, kind of like kind of squirrely. I like him. Yeah. And so I think all respect to Levy, bro. I think you're just mad because your movie didn't do too well, and then your universe that you're in pretty much doesn't count. So,
well, see, that's more to the point. Though I'm saying it's more to it because remember when this whole thing first jumped over before his movie came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, the DCEU was gonna be destroyed. James Gunn's moving in a different direction." At first, Zachary Levy was on the docket to continue being Shazam because if you remember, I'm not sure if you watched the second movie, but the second movie, those two characters from what's that show called? The John Cena show.
Okay. Peacekeeper.
Yeah, Peacekeeper show. So the secret agents or whatever that's behind Peacekeeper and everything like that. One of the characters is James Gunn's wife, and this other guy who looks like an IT guy in every movie you ever see. They showed up at the end of Shazam 2 and asked for him to join up to be part of the Justice Society of America or something like that, or some other new group. So it made it seem like Shazam, Zachary Levi starring, was still going to be a part of this new world. And he also was going to bat for James Gunn back then. But now, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like, it seemed like they writing him out.
Why? Okay, here's the thing now. I mean? Now, when you said that, now my question is, why would you slap the hand that feeds you? That's dumb. Like, every actor at this point.
Bro, it's the ego, man. Like, you gotta. A lot of these actors.
But everybody wants to be part of a cinematic universe. Every franchise wants its own isolated my universe, rah rah read, look at me universe. And the moment you can be part of that and you say some stupid shit like that, your ego's right checks your body can't cash, son. Sorry, fam. Like
Well,
before I was like, yeah, you
I
know,
feel
maybe
like he got burned. I think he
You
got
said
burned
what?
because he was actually supporting the guy because the fans was coming after him. He got burned because he was supporting the dude because the fans were coming after him hard. And then he was like, hey, man, you know, like, give him a chance. You know, we're doing something new. And just for him to fire him after he publicly, like, sided with him, I'm on Levi's side, to be honest with you. I'm sitting here, you know, trying to do damage control for you taking over and having a job. And then here you are firing me. Like, bro, like, that's, come on.
maybe
bro.
he got wait a minute.
That's
Did he
messed
get
up.
fired before his comments or after?
He got fired before his comments here. He got
Wait, he got fired before his comments.
Get rid of it. Yes, he got fired before his comments.
So now the comments just sound like retaliation. You're salty.
Yeah. It sounds like he trying to.
You just salty. At this point, it doesn't hurt to put salt in the wound. At this point, you can't get me any worse. I'm not getting any movies.
Yeah,
it might blacklist you a little bit on Hollywood. I mean, yeah, but
fired me. So yeah.
I mean, because at this point, it's just like I'm upset because I'm fired. I mean, people talk jack about the job. I guess that makes sense on that level. But if it was like because you were working there and then all of a sudden they discontinued your product, then yeah, I get it. I'm not agreeing with it, but I get it. Like, you gotta take the L and walk away with it. Like, all right. And here's another thing: being fired as an actor like that, especially with a pedigree like that, you can still find work somewhere. I mean, you have to make yourself available. And another thing is being a celebrity like that, you have to make yourself appealing to the next director or the next producer or the next executive or whatever, so that you can get these quintessential big roles so that you can get your next paycheck. Doing that, it makes you look unappealing. Like, then it's like, but if I'm a petty executive.
But at the same time,
go ahead.
But at the same time, though, yeah. No, at the same time, though, like, he's had big name movies. So,
right.
You know how Hollywood works is like, if you're in a big time movie and it goes bad, they showing that you can't fill those seats up. That's how they take it. You as a star in the hot seat can't put people in the seats in the movie theater. That's how it goes. That's why when you go like, you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson be making terrible movies, because as far as everybody knows, Rock at this point can put people in the seats. Like what did that whole movie? What was that movie based off of? Which one? Spy Hunter. It was a game.
Yeah, it never came out.
The Rock in it.
Right.
Yeah. What about?
Oh, that came out. Oh, okay. No wonder.
The Tooth Fairy or something like that.
I was just saying, like,
yep.
Yeah, that was before he became the big name he was. I think the first sign of it was The Rundown.
Yeah, The Rundown was like, damn.
Name Hollywood star.
Yeah, The Rundown was kind of.
And then now he's making like he making Jumanji and stuff. He making Journey to the Center of the Earth. He making all kinds of movies now. And whether it be like a really good movie, like they wanted Black Adam to be, versus a really bad movie, like a movie. Rampage.
That's crazy. I actually like Rampage. I watched that and I thought that was entertaining. It was a fun movie.
Oh God,
it was fun to watch. I didn't go to the theater to see it though.
But I know
Rampage was pretty.
I already know the problem I had with that movie was that they weren't based off of humans. They were animals, right? The animals that
they were actually animals that mutated. Yeah.
Yeah, versus being humans that mutated. So I was, Anyway, but I was just saying, Rock, he can make whatever he want to make because he was chosen by Hollywood that you could put seats put people in the seats, you know. But Zach had his shot. His shot was that one movie. He would have to change up. Like, he got to stop doing those comedy action roles. He got to go to like a completely dramatic role or a romantic,
or like a really dark role.
But him doing his superhero stuff, yeah, or he got to change up what he does, because right now he's typecast as kind of goofy action hero.
So now he needs to so you're saying he needs to rebrand himself?
Yeah, you got to do the Robert Downey Jr. You gotta do a Truman Show or a serious movie or something. He got to show that he got some chops to him. He had to do his Oscar bait movie. That's what he got to do.
Yeah. But he did do one. It was a movie about football players, or something like that. He did.
Zachary Levy.
Yeah. It was about some small town guy becoming it's some football movie that he did.
Oh man,
I saw a trailer for it.
I'll take your word for it, brother. All right, guys. E3 is dead. Hello, boo boo. I see you.
They gone up. What you want?
E3 is dead. Long live E3.
I honestly feel like it's a. I know the reason why it used to be around, but after, I say the moment before they announced it that E3 died, it was when Nintendo stopped going to E3. That's what killed it. No, not because they need Nintendo. It's not because they need Nintendo. It's just that Nintendo was showing them, hey, we can do this all from our home, because you guys are all the way over in America. We're in Japan,
California.
We're gonna send you pre-recorded videos, and that'll be it. And then once Nintendo invented the work from home job, okay, that's what it was. Nintendo showed them we don't have to go. We ain't gotta be there. We ain't gotta rent our spaces like that. You know, and that showed them. You had this one. There you go. Well, that showed them like we don't have to do this. You know, we can do it all on the internet now because the internet is so fast and stuff. You couldn't do that back in 2002. The way the dial-up was working, like you couldn't do it back then. But now with the way internet is, you get 5Gs in your pocket now. Like, no, we don't need to be here. You know, people whole like livelihood works from an iPhone that they, you know, like you don't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Technology has moved so far. We don't like consoles have always been consoles, and technology has gotten better. But the way we present, I don't need my tech here. I can show you from my country in my office. So yeah, that's what killed it. When Nintendo stopped showing up like it needed to be done, that was it. My personal theory, with the way movie trailers and movie leaks and stuff happen now, Comic-Con is next. I'll be honest with you. I think Comic-Con, the way it's done, will be the next to fall. The next expo to fall.
I think I agree with you, because here's the thing with Comic-Con, and take it how you want to take it. The big brands are falling. They're falling. Like, comic sales are not what they used to be. Comics are like, you know, it's a bygone kind of vibe now. Like, you know, with all this new.
I'm gonna disagree with you on the comic sale. I was gonna say I'm gonna agree with you that comic book stores are failing because comic book sellers are failing because now the self-publishing market for indie comics is growing. They don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, shops are failing because they refuse to put indies on the shelves. Indies that people want to buy on the shelves. A good enough art and story, you go to Kickstarter and you build your fan base there, and you don't need to go to comic book shops anymore. So
you become like brick and mortar is dying. Yeah, brick and mortar in that respect is dying.
It don't have to go. This is the same thing that happened to Blockbuster. You got to evolve with what's going on. Comic book shops need to start going out and like agents, and they go out and start like signing artists to their shop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, I can be one of the proud owners that sell your books in my store, kind of thing. But you would have to do it in a way where it's like, I'm gonna pay you so you can exclusively sell in my store. That way, I get all your customers. You know what I'm saying? It has to be done like that. That's the only way. But the only thing is the comic book writer is not getting anything out of it really.
It's not gonna be
fortuitous for them any kind of way.
Another thing is too, in my opinion, that with the way the comic culture, or at least the story, is being infused with different politics and stuff like that, people are kind of like, I don't want to hear this, and they just kind of tune out. Like, all right, and so that's why indies are growing to me. Indies are getting more attention because it's like
they're going back to classic. They're going back to the classic way things are done. With
right.
more grit to it. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
is it
like the Superman anime that came out, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people really been talking about it. Like when I check social media, nobody's really talking about the Superman anime. I watched it. It was pretty good. It was okay. But everybody watched Invincible. Like it's like people want a little more grit to their heroes now. They don't want the classic, straight up good superheroes. They want a little blood. They want a little roughness. They want stakes. They want stuff to happen. So
yeah,
because everybody watched GP, everybody watched the Boys, everybody watched Invincible, but no one watched the new Superman show. No one finished Young Justice last season, Phantoms. Like nobody wants to see the safe superhero stuff no more. And then it's such a messed up spot to be in for DC and Marvel because it's like
you created this.
When they do make the characters more greedy, then they say they're ruining the character. It's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. Like, if I don't keep up with the times, I'm falling behind. But if I do try to keep up with the times, oh, you train Superman to snap somebody's neck. Oh, you ruined the character. He don't smile. It's like, bro, I'm trying to make him modern. It's so messed up. It's like a tough spot.
Wow. Okay. So, no, I'm going to leave that on.
No, go ahead. What?
So, DC and Marvel have now become the nice guy that the women don't want. DC and Marvel have become.
I can't even fault that because it's not the fact that it's boring. It's just it's not the fact that they're nice. It's the fact that they're boring. They're just boring because we already.
It's safe now. Like that comic is safe now.
Yeah, we know. Oh yeah, Spider-Man's in a real pickle, right? Well, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, you figured out a way out of it. Okay. Or Superman,
Eric, you look
power out his ass. Or Batman has some kind of hidden gadget up his butt. Like, okay, yeah, we know what's going to happen here. Like,
Eric, you look high as hell.
I don't know what Invincible does. He said what?
I said Eric look high as hell.
Wait,
I'm over here playing this damn game.
I see he doing weird shit while we on a live podcast. This I'm like, man, I'm dropping everything. So when your sons do that shit, I don't want you to hear you. I don't want to hear you say shit. Like your boys, you hear me talking to you? They be like, yes, sir. Don't say squat. They get a carte blanche on that one, fam.
We talking about E3. I'm sorry. We should talk about comic book stuff. we got the Comic Con, but E3.
Okay, yeah, my opinion.
It makes me sad. It does make me sad because I kind of wanted to go. Like it was one of my dreams to go to E3 one year, save up money like a special holiday and go. But
yeah. I would say I'm kind of glad E3 is good. It's gone.
Okay.
So reason I feel that way is because game developers put all their work into E3 launches. Everything, the whole studio. You don't sleep and go home for 5 days. You put everything into that one presentation, and once that presentation is done, okay, we'll call it a day. Because then the game comes out and it's crap. So I'm kind of glad because now I'm not getting a shoddy product. I'm gonna get more. I think I would get more energy put into a well-developed story and well-developed game, and not just try to do one great presentation that lasts you for 4 or 5 years, and then the game comes out and it's crap.
Facts.
Okay, well, but you say that, but Modern Warfare 3 had no E3 announcement or nothing like that.
Woo!
What was the excuse there?
Woo! You hit me in my soft spots. Where
was the E3 hype for Modern Warfare? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he hit me in my soft spots. Hold up. My junk hurt. Hold up.
we're still getting crappy product put out. Like everybody get to the second the day before, right?
But see, here's the thing about that. What I will say is that Call of Duty is notoriously been on the decline, so it's kind of like our fault for purchasing it anyway. We've seen like the staircase, and we're kind of like accepting the shit as it falls down. We're just like, okay, I'll pick you up. Okay, I like it.
You say y'all wait a second. Y'all say constant decline, but in this group chat we got, I was fighting hard, and everyone's getting on my ass for not liking Modern Warfare 2. You say it's steady decline down. They was on my shit. How you don't like the game? You didn't finish the campaign mode. And I was like, bro, I paid like halfway through it. I was bored. Like, they were. So you say steady decline, but them fools in that chat, y'all was on my ass about this game. So apparently
it's because
it's been on the good stuff. Apparently, and
okay, so well, I say this with Call of Duty, you hit and miss. Okay, you get a hit and miss, but like this last one missed severely, bad, severely. I'm just now playing the campaign. I ain't gonna BS you. Like I've been playing the campaign off and on. And I'm like, usually I would have ate it up by now. I'm doing this just to do it at this point.
You know what's funny is that it taking you longer to beat this campaign, which this campaign was shorter.
I know, right? I know.
So that says a lot. That says a whole lot about you.
And like I'm enjoying the TDM. Like, well, one, it's old maps, but here's the thing: it's old maps, but with new skills for me because I don't play with a sniper rifle. But now I'm sniping up, back out. Like it's
the old days, you didn't like sniping.
I didn't like it, but now I'm playing the old maps with updated effects. With skills, I just now learn how to do. I'm like,
I'm sniping, mother.
Bro, I'm scalping, blow. Like the matches when I'm good sniper, I'm like 15 and 5. Like I'm just, you done. You hear that cassava melon explosion? I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, but the campaign, I'm like, oh, let me get you out the way. Because what you said this last time, I want that bombastic experience. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It was pretty bombastic. I'm like, no. When you compare like right next to each other, Modern Warfare, original Modern Warfares, and then the new Modern Warfares, you look at other ones and you like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you do what he did?
We had a comment, it was from Killer. Killer said that E3 refused to adapt to new things.
Truth.
Which I agree with.
I can agree with that.
I agree with that.
Truth. No lies spoken on that one.
Crappy games. These are crappy games being dropped. Wait, why is this on here? Oh.
Day before.
It's on a different article. Hold on a second. Yep, that's exactly where I'm going with this. Now this completely snuck up on me because I didn't know about this game until the controversy hit. I had never heard of it. I've been following my own personal until recently found out crappy game, which is Skull and Bones. We can talk about that too if we want, because Skull and Bones is garbage. It needs to be out for being garbage.
Oh wow!
So yeah, this game called the day
love those kind of
games. I guess it's supposed to be like the Last of Us meets. Last of Us. I do love pirate games, but it's barely a pirate game. It was like Last of Us meets. Was it supposed to be like DayZ or The Division?
Yep. DayZ and Division, like those two. But
okay, what? Even still, if it was like The Division, that's already a bad step because The Division was already a game that misled you before. You talk about the E3 misleading thing. The Division definitely misled everybody before they launched it. So that's a bad omen already. You're on a bad foot right there.
Here's my sign. Here was my sign to me is when I watch a game play trailer or a presentation, and you got people on the comms talking to each other, but they're kind of talking meta and they're kind of talking in the universe and outside of it too. And I was like, anytime you have to do a performance piece, I'm like, nah, I know this is gonna suck, man. Like anytime you do that, like, yeah, the three around that corner, we're gonna go around flank this, like that, and I'm like, but it's just you and your boys. I'd rather have some natural conversation, like, bro, I'm gonna go take them out this way, take this, that, you know, like, hey, did you watch the movie, bro? We ain't talking about the movie. Like, I'd rather have that kind of honest dialogue in the presentation than a scripted line that you're reading as you're playing. Please stop that. Like, no, I'm not gonna buy. When you do that, I know for a fact now your game is crap because you're leading me to think this way.
I'll tell you what. So there have been some glaring like red flags now. It's been enough of them now at this point to know what the red flags are before for a shitty game. And at this point, we know what they are now. Okay, or at least shitty launch. I say shitty launch because Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk is what I consider a flop. But now everybody's like, oh, it's great. You got Idris Elba involved. It's fantastic. So apparently, enough time and money put into it, you make the game. So these are the red flags now. Okay, from now on, these are the red flags.
All right.
Your game is delayed more than a year, or your game is delayed. These are two things: either more than a year from original launch, or it has 2 pushback dates. So it was like the 3 months, and then we need another 3 months. We need another 3 months. If it does those two times, it's only 6 months. It's less than a year, I know, but if it's pushed back multiple times, more than 2 times, that's one. And if it's more than a year, that's another thing.
So what about Star Wars then? Star Wars Survivor, didn't it have like a few pushback dates?
No, Jedi Survivor had it was like a 3 months pushback. 3 months, but that was only for, I think, upgrading the system.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll accept that. Okay, that works.
Yeah, okay, I know, Killer. We're gonna get to Skull and Bones in a minute, because Skull and Bones is been in development for over 10 years or 9 years.
Oh, wait, we can talk then. Hold up.
Skull and Bones was supposed to be a spin-off or it's like they made a game out of a certain mechanic in the Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now, I want you, mind you, Black Flag was like the 5th or 6th Assassin's Creed game, and they since then have made another 7 Assassin's Creed game.
Off and on, yeah.
There's Unity, Origins. I mean, I can't even go through all of the Assassin's Creed. The Valhalla, Odyssey. They had the China and the little small games. What Chronicles is called? Assassin's Creed Chronicles. You said what, Eric?
Yeah, Chronicles. You had Syndicate. You had Brotherhood.
Syndicate. Yeah. So imagine all those Assassin's Creed games come out, and all this time, Skull and Bones has been in development. And some huge red flag. Yeah, Killer says about 10 games came out since the Black Flag. So all that time has gone off, right? And then they still developing this one game. Red flag, huge red flag. I learned that from Duke Nukem Forever.
Okay, huge, well, the same can be said for the game Star Citizen, because that motherfucker.
Now, see, I thought Star Citizen it's in pre
alpha or something like that.
Not pre-alpha. What's called when it's like you can play it as much as you want, but it's not technically the real launch or even a beta. It's just like open to play. It's pre something.
But that's still kind of
no, because if you can play it, I think Star Citizen you can play it, right? You can just download and play it, right?
Yeah, you can download and play it, but not on
but yeah,
console.
I'm saying, but see, because to me, as long as people can get their hands on it right now, that's the publisher saying, yeah, come on and play it. It's not done yet, but go ahead, feel free to play around in here, you know, whatever. But
and they use you, and then they get feedback from. Okay, that works because then at least we're listening. We're listening.
Yeah. I mean, you're open. To me, that's like saying, hey, you can come on in, everything's fine. And no, okay, so to me, it's like a party, right? The video game is a house, and the game event, the launch of the game is a party. It's about to happen, okay? So the people like Star Citizen's like, yeah, the party hasn't started yet, but you can come on in and watch the game or something like that, you know. Because this isn't as fun as it's going to be in a few hours, but my house is clean and you're free to come over. We got the food here, but the music and the entertainment hasn't started yet, right? When there's stuff like Skull and Bones, where they just have these closed betas every few months.
Yeah. So the deception.
It's like
the deception.
No, the deception is like, my house is a mess. Don't come in here. You know, we
I want you to like this right here, just like this though.
You can come and use the bathroom though, but you cannot look at everything else. My house is not ready for entertainment and nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come into the party you started. Like, that's a bad sign to me. That's a very, especially when it's over years.
I got a question. So you don't like the Starfield game? Do you like the Starfield game or not? Have you played it?
I played it. Chip, you played it?
I haven't played it, but I watched you play it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing about Starfield. Starfield, I like the world. I like the freedom. I like the spaceship stuff. I like the combat. I like all of that. My problem with Starfield has nothing to do with the mechanics, the character creation, how the world game is played. My sole problem with Starfield is that I feel no urgency to be a hero. That's my problem with Starfield.
And Barrett.
It's too calm. It's too calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Starfield should have started off a little bit more like Skyrim. A sense of urgency, a sense of adventure. That was just like, hey man, whatever. Like in Starfield, you literally start the game off and it's like, hey, go ahead and finish your work shift and come on and join me to go join my friends. Like, it's like, what? I feel like so Eric, I know you played Starfield multiple times, so let me ask you this about an alternate open, okay? Imagine you go in there, you find a rock or whatever, after you talk to everybody, and all you hear is a bunch of explosions, and you see these bad guys, some other force, not the Crimson Dawn or whatever the fuck they call it, another like Federation evil force, and they're looking for the pieces so they can unveil the secret of the universe. And they give you a regular bad guy, some dude named Malak. Malak looking for the pieces. We gotta stop him, you know. And then you're rescued by Barrett. Barrett comes and rescues you. Like, everybody at the mine dies. They all die. Barrett comes and rescue you, and you wake up in that house with those people. And they're like, yeah, we're trying to find these pieces.
It's a better story already. Yeah.
We were working with Malak, and then Malak used he was funding us at first. And then he used his money to gather his own what's that thing called? Private military PMC. He got his own PMC, and now he's looking for the pieces for himself because he wants to power his own. We got to beat him to it. Now I'm invested. Now I got to stop this guy Matlock. You know, I'm on an adventure, not just, hey man, whatever you decide to, if you want to do it or not.
Well,
whatever. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's way too casual about it.
I can get it, but the way that they kind of casually place you in there, the way that they casually just place you in the adventure, it kind of works because then you learn deeper into the game. You learn like, oh shit, there are so your antagonists in the game are the Starborn. But you only learn when you go and find those different pieces to the auxiliary. So I mean, it's pretty. It gives you a sense of urgency as far as like wanting to obtain in-game rewards, but it's a really open game. Like, it's a really open world, bro. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but okay, so
And that might be the issue. It might be the issue because it has too much freedom. Is it as if it's kind of like it's not like Skyrim where you know what you have to do and you doing this or whatever, but you can pretty much be whatever you wanted to be in that game.
So I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. Starfield is like Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom with no Ganon in it. That's what it feels like to me. It's a big, open, impressive world, and it's lots to do, lots of people, lots of side stories you can get invested in. But there's no big, overwhelming evil to me. Like in Legend of Zelda, you got the big bad, but then it's also like the big bad's influence is also on this world, and every little thing you do helps alleviate and helps the people. And like I needed that big like military force, like empire. I need a big empire to slowly like free these people here and free this thing here or stop this money racket here kind of thing. I mean, you do those things, but they're all like these individual things. It's not part of an overarching.
They definitely have like individual stories that like are individual stories. But not only that though, it's more so as each story though is intricately attached to what's going on. If that makes any sense. It's like just like when you read about the war and the government stuff that they got going on, it's pretty cool to see when you actually apply those roles or like go into the Vanguard or you might want to be a ranger. You can basically see the AI is pretty much giving you that experience. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, when I was doing the Lone Ranger thing, bro, that and the Xenomorph arc, like the side quests, those are some pretty good quests. They got like company embezzlement and stuff like that. So it's pretty much you making your own story.
Yeah, but see my story here, baby, get me. Come here. Is that my electrical tape? Come here. Is that my electrical tape? What's what is it? There we go. No, it's not. What is this? Here you go. I got it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Eric, I hear what you're saying, but baby, what? You can't take it apart. Okay, here you go. But see, imagine if the world was as expansive as it is now. But see, I think the beauty in the world like Starfield is finding out the world is as intricate as it is after the fact. But they come in telling you, hey, this world is intricate. It's like, okay, cool. And they're like, that's it. Like, because it's all you can do is unravel the secrets. There's no main story to do it. Imagine if you had like a 90-day cycle to get the artifacts before the other bad guy does. That means that then the side quests become that much more precious to unlock. Then it makes you want to replay the game just to do the side quests because you have a time limit to save the day. You gotta finish the game now because the whole story can stop as long as I want to keep going inside of a pharmaceutical place and then sell drugs. Like the universe is gonna just stop for me to sell drugs for like 30 days.
Mass Effect had that same feel. Like Mass Effect 2, especially if you play Mass Effect 2 and you did every side quest and everything, and it took a while. At a certain point, when you get there, the crew that you lost at some point in the game, all of them die. But if you get there at a certain point before the time runs out, this invisible clock runs out, you might save a few of the people that got kidnapped from your crew.
Yeah.
So
it's just Starfield
it's like a
stops. Like I just feel like I'm less a part of the universe, and the universe just revolves around me because it's waiting for me to go this button prompt. You know what I mean?
But it's funny because it makes like the quantum
Recon dismantle
reality like that's pretty decent. Like how they
Yeah.
have we have quantum, we have endless of realities, we have endless of um I don't want to say quantum reality, but like we have endless of possibilities, endless of outcomes, basically endless of worlds and what's different in this world and what's different in that world. So each time that I collected all the artifacts,
Mm-hmm.
each time that I have done that, the end game has always been a different villain.
Okay. Well,
And,
see,
and
but
each
see,
and
but
each villain, check this out.
yeah.
Each villain, bro, is somebody that you have at
You
least
said
met
each.
along.
Hello? You break. I think you broke
Yeah,
up.
can you hear
Okay,
me?
go.
I hear you.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
each
I got you. I got you. But wait until the end of the game to show that aspect of the game is too far in to show this
well,
new
you kind
interesting
of
mechanic
give
kind
the
of thing.
speculation because somebody knows a little bit more about the. So you have to just talk when you do like the random conversations when you're looking for the artifacts and stuff with people around and they're trying to uncover and unravel this.
Yeah.
Whoever is missing in your crew is probably the one that died looking for the artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Barrett was the one that died for me. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure everybody else. He's the one that died, but he ended up becoming the emissary. So you had the hunter, then you had the emissary. The hunter ended up being the priest.
Priest. I
For
didn't get
me.
that far.
Yeah, see,
I don't even have a
and
priest.
look, the priest. I had a whole conversation with the priest, but his alternate self was hunting the artifacts and had been killing people the entire time. So you have, I've always fought them both each time. Because I beat the game 10 times.
Okay, I'll say Killer said they should have been more in depth with things. They didn't have to throw us in the wild like that. I'll talk about Starfield. He said he's gonna wait on Star Citizen because it might hit, but the possibility of it failing is large. I agree with that one too. He asked us what we think about the Last of Us factions being canceled. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Me either. I don't.
Chip, Last of Us factions.
I think Last of Us Factions was like a multiplayer version of Last of Us.
Oh, ew! Like a multiplayer online versus.
Because it had a multiplayer on it. It had a multiplayer on it, but I think it just expanded on the factions, like the different, like the butterflies or whatever it is, in the different groups in there, and you got to just play as that in the not campaign, but play as that in the team deathmatch. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if that's what was supposed to be. That's just my assumption. I'm not even 100%.
Well, you know that it was like it seems like survival horror has been trying to jump on the multiplayer wagon, like the Call of Duty thing for a while, because Resident Evil has made a couple attempts. They had that was it Resident Evil Resistance? What was the game that came out Resident Evil 3? Was it Resistance?
Resistance, yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, it was supposed to launch a Resident Evil Village. I don't even know what happened to that game. But it was like an online multiplayer shooter. It was to launch with Village. I don't know what happens to that one, but
you talking about Umbrella Corps?
No, it was a whole game where it's like you could play as Chris and Leon, the dad.
Oh yeah.
All I seen was like one trailer for it, and it never launched. As long as I know, it didn't launch. You said what, Eric?
You know a game that I really feel like was like top notch. Okay, so it's two games that I played. Like when you playing, it's single player, or whatever, or it might have a co-op mode. But then it had the multiplayer mode where you like, I don't see how this is gonna work, and it actually worked out pretty cool. So I like the game where what was it, Solid Gear? I don't know. Metal Gear Solid, yeah. Metal Gear Solid, they had the Mercs versus Spies. That was pretty cool.
No. That you're talking about Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell had that.
Thank you. Splinter Cell.
You talking about Phantom?
That was pretty cool. Then you had
Splinter Cell. Okay.
Yeah, then you had the Max Payne game that I actually played on the Xbox 360, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That
Mass
game,
Effect.
I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty dope because you could do the actual slow motion in the multiplayer. And everybody was just like slow motion with rocket launchers and slow motion with like it was a pretty fun game. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It
That
was
sounds
pretty
cool,
fun.
but that's cool, but I don't think survival horror, unless it's co-op, lends itself well to the multiplayer shooter
I mean,
thing.
it
Like
might, like
even Spy
imagine
versus Mercs, like if you can sneak up on people. Like I get snuck up on Call of Duty a lot. Like that's a cool concept. One team sneaking, one team supposed to be guarding or whatever. One team is just looking around. That's dope. But how do you survival horror versus mode? Unless
Bro,
one of y'all.
Here's how I do it. Here, I would say this: you take the survival horror out of it, but you keep the monsters. I had a dope idea for a Resident Evil versus game, but it's not. It's not the humans versus the monsters. It's monsters versus monsters, and I call it Resident Evil Containment Breach or something like that. And like you can play as the tyrant, or you can play as Nemesis. You can play as a licker. You can play as a zombie or whatever, or a group of zombies. It's just all the monsters versus each other because it breached containment, and it's like in the background. It's kind of like what's that old game? Primal Fear. Or Primal Rage, where you had the giant dinosaurs fighting against each other.
Yeah.
So you just in the background you see Resident Evil, you see Umbrella employees just trying to escape or get out of there, and then you see like the monsters are fighting each other, kind of like a Street Fighter beat 'em up kind of thing. Like I would do that versus doing the shooter campaign of it.
I would think that an open world.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Can't be
she
Nikki.
is.
Can't be Nikki on screen.
She was there.
Just a diaper on. She walking in like, like you can't come up here on the screen like this. But that's not really survival horror. At that point, it's just a fighting game, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's like I say you just take the survival horror out of it, but you just play with the monsters of it, and it's still just a versus game.
Look, check this out. Imagine a game that is a survival horror and it's multiplayer, but the multiplayer is it kind of reminds you. Now the mechanics of it could be like Call of Duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a constant world that grows. AI grows smarter. The monsters grow smarter. On top of that, you have servers of people. It's kind of similar to art and games. Now that would be a dope concept for a survival horror game.
You know what was close to that? You know what was close to that?
You said it's co-op. It's the first-person shooter co-op thing, and the monsters get smarter.
It could be like the AI to get smarter and everything. The same controls as like Call of Duty.
That's just Left 4 Dead.
But
or Aliens Fireteam Elite.
But what I'm saying, like,
they don't get smarter than Fireteam.
I mean, like an open world. I don't really think Left 4 Dead.
Oh no! Yeah, because you gotta reset, bro. Because otherwise, after like 30 days of playing, the game will be unplayable.
Yeah, but like the game would be a god at that point.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. Like it would have a reset, but that would be it gets progressively
it would be
harder,
cool.
And it would be more realistic.
You know, what'd be even more dope is that if you did like if you build up. Like while you're playing the game, you're slowly building the bomb, and it wipes the state clean, and they start all the way over with the infection. Like the infection builds back up. Like you, that's her point.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's an interesting thing.
Pretty cool. And then other players sabotage it, and there are like secret little Easter eggs within each whatever. Like that would be cool.
What you essentially saying is you pretty much doing an open world roguelike. That's pretty dope. That's a pretty dope concept. Yeah, that would work. That's an open world roguelike. That's never been done before.
Not yet.
Somebody write it down. We gonna be the ones to make it. Write it down. Write it down. Get into the call the people that make Far Cry. We'll talk to them about it. We'll get it done.
Ooh, hey, and I'm telling you, that's like Far Cry. So Ubisoft, to me, they make the best
Nope.
game.
Don't say that. Nope. Because Skull and Bones.
Far Cry.
Skull and Bones is Ubisoft. Don't say that. Skull and Bones is Ubisoft.
Okay, that's a little Skull and Bones a little different. Okay, that might be.
Wait, that might be different. That might be.
Okay,
that might be that one.
How long have they been developing that?
10 years.
Exactly. Like their
years.
their progress and creativity is like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to
Yeah,
that game.
you're right. There's a concept they had back then. Somebody wrote a napkin in the cafeteria, and now they're trying to make the whole game. And it's been 10 years in the process. And they stuck in that thing. All they need to do to fix it was just add off-ship combat. That's all they have to do.
But look, that to me that don't count. I'm just being honest. It don't count for me. Because they don't count for Ubisoft because it's not a finished game, so it don't count.
I like how you gonna decide what doesn't count for them when they roster.
It's just a demo. It's just a demo. You remember those that you used to buy demos at GameStop, and then
you can get with Pizza Hut, like
you get with Pizza Hut too.
Play them. And you bring them all to play them like, oh, I want that game. I had a Spyro demo, bro. I used to play the hell out that damn demo until I got the real Spyro. So, yeah, those kind of concepts are pretty cool.
But they still have demos, right? You can go to Xbox One, your Xbox Series is go to the store, and then go to the whole section. It's just demos of games that haven't come out yet.
See,
I will tell you this: they're not going to be AAA games. They're going to be a bunch of indie games, but they do still have free demos.
But see, that kind of defeats the purpose because they can just put it on what's the Game Pass, and you can play it on the thing. You can pretty much play the game already on Game Pass. That pretty much defeats the purpose.
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of I feel bad for Game Pass developers. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
If the demo is 30 gigs and the full game is 30 megabytes and the full game is like 100 gigs, I'm gonna play the demo first because I don't want to sit there and wait 5 hours to find out.
But you don't have to do that on Game Pass. You can actually do the cloud.
The cloud gaming. I guess you could.
And then you can play it cloud gaming.
Well,
that's why I said it really don't matter. Like you can play the full game off of cloud gaming, which is crazy.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true. We could. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about our comments, talking about everything? Leave your Mount Nerdmore for anime below. Tell us what you think about everything we said, how wrong we are, how right we are. It's a cheat note. We are right. So, till next time, guys. Peace out.
Peace.